Questions from the players, please?
So we started off a little slow in the first half. You did have 7 rebounds, but you went on like a 10-point run there in the scored 10 straight points in the second half. What did you do? Did you just decide to step it up, or did your coach start to
well, going back into the locker room after the first half, coaches told me that I was rushing a little bit and I was a little too anxious. And playing in an atmosphere like that, I mean, you tend to do that. I mean, you're so excited to play here, and you're just happy to be here. So, and especially being a New York kid. So, I mean, my teammates just told me to calm down, and my coach told me to calm down. Then when the shots was there, I was just taking them. So, if it wasn't for them, then I probably wouldn't have got it.
When you take a look at St. John's depth, you guys played 12 players maybe. They're down to 6. Is that something that you guys think about taking advantage of, the fact that they're only 6?
Well, you know, I mean, they're a young team, but they're very talented. I mean, they have tremendous players like Mohawkless and Harrison. So, I mean, when you have a deep team like us, and then on top of that, we have length. And we have the bruisers inside that can rebound and that can get fouls on them. And we tend to take advantage of it. And I think we did a great job of that today. Like with Yancey, he did a tremendous job. And even Cash got in there with the rebounds a little bit and stuck his nose in there. So it was pretty good.
So, Sean, you're saying like you might have been a little tight coming to play in the guard and at the beginning of the game, and then your teammates really helped you out, sure.
Yeah, just anxious and just happy to be here, be back home. And once I heard the word from them, like just relax and you'll be all right, and just follow your shot and just play your game. Everything just started to get more comfortable.
Yeah, some of you guys talked yesterday, or the day before, whatever it was, about getting revenge, how badly they wanted this game. Did you feel that way coming in here? What happened?
Yeah, I think it was a must win. You know, we lost them when we was in Cincinnati, so we had to come here and get a W. If we're trying to make the tournament for Yancey and Dion for their senior season, we had to come here and get a W.
What was the difference today? Just more focus?
Yeah, like I felt like last game we played them, we came out thinking we was gonna win instead of playing like we was gonna win.
Sean, just make a little bit of the 2 threes that you hit. Doesn't make a sound when the ball goes through the net. What does that feel like? When you release the ball, do you have a sense that it's going to end up that way? I want to hear it take just good stuff there.
Well, I mean, when you're a shooter, I mean, and you got the mechanics down, and when you're following through with your shot, and
Just
when
like
you
his coach.
and you have the
So fun.
and you have the confidence that
Play horse whatever you want, man.
when the confidence is there, coming from your coaches and your teammates, I mean, it's a little easier. So, I mean, you can just hold your shot up and spread your fingers, and you'll be all right.
So were you concerned for maybe you that key up?
Well, throughout practice, I mean, I try to work on blowing by my man. I mean, I know that everyone in the Big East knows that I can shoot, and I try to get at least fouls on everyone that tries to come out and run on me when I try to shoot 3. So, I mean, that's more ways of being effective on the offensive end.
So you were focused on taking the ball fast first.
Yeah.
But the jump shot, because I see it every day. When he let it go, I think it's every shot he gonna take, but he gonna make. You know, I see it every day.
So when you say that, everybody's a big knows you can shoot, how does that feel coming out of White Plains High School, redshirt in 1 year, and now really being established in the Big East?
It feels good, and it also feels good to know that coaches and the players have that type of confidence in you to let the ball go when you're open. I mean, when you have tremendous coaches like that and tremendous teammates like that, then everything is a lot more easier.
Cash, I'll probably give this 10 rebounds.
Big time.
Big time. 10 more than Dion.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're the best one to do.
I'm going to mess with him. Trust me, he's going to hear about it.
What do you guys feel that you did differently this game than last time you played St. John's?
We executed more and we rebounded a lot more. I mean, that was, and played defense. I mean, we tried our hardest to shut their two main scorers down, and I think we did a pretty good job with that.
Anything else for the players?
Cashmere, can you just tell me how it felt to have Sean playing out there with you?
It's my man. I mean, he makes it so much easier. You know that he's going to play every game. So you know every game he's going to come out there and give his all, whether it's on defense or offense, whether he's hitting shots or not. He's going to play his hardest.
He wasn't a shooter in white play.
What was found on that?
Well, SK was more of a scorer coming out. He shot a flat ball. Take a little, we'll take a little credit. Everybody didn't recruit him, as you know. Even out of Notre Dame prep, he was a very lightly recruited high major player. We were his only official visit. But he was a true scorer. And he shot it soft, so I just thought he needed to change his mechanics a little bit, gets his hands in front of his face instead of over his head. But I tell you one thing, you give a kid credit, it's a lost art. Kevin Garnett said, we show interviews of pro players all the time, and the reporter said, they said, well, you play, you come out with great energy every game, and he said, well, that's easy. And I hit pause, and I said, well, what do you guys think about that? And they said, they didn't know what to say. I said, well, he's wrong. Because if it was easy for guys to come out and practice hard and play hard every day, everybody would do it. Sean Kilpatrick doesn't. That's why he's improved so much. Kevin Jones is another great example. I talked to Coach Huggins about him. Francisco Garcia was like that at Louisville when I was with him. Kenny Martin was that way. Guys that play hard and want to be really good. It's like Cashmere Wright said, it's not every game, it's every day in practice. That's what SK is like.
What do you think the difference was tonight as opposed to the last time you played?
Well, right now I thought our attitude was much different. I think we were too overconfident in the last game. But at the same time, as you know, Bill, I think when you lose, you got to give the other team credit. They outplayed us last game. I don't like to sit there and I don't like coaches that always say, well, we stunk. Maybe it's because of what they did. Tonight we were better than them. We tried obviously to be a little bit more prepared for their their matchup type zones, and they're switching man to man. Our passing was much better. Obviously our rebounding was much better. We played a lot more zone tonight than we did in the first game. Just easier to find D'Angelo in his zone. And you watch them. I thought they could have beat Duke. I thought the road whistle might have got them a little bit, and they took a few shots, or they took a couple. If they would have just been a little more patient, I thought Duke couldn't guard them. They were too quick. I thought West Virginia came in here and watched the film and denied them and pressured them, and there was a layup drill. We don't believe in giving up layups, so guys did a great job though. The kids, our kids were really focused.
Do you think that's because of what happened last time?
I think that's always a factor. It's always so scares you when you play a team that you beat. We haven't played Marquette yet. We still got them twice, but when we go to play Villanova, hopefully our guys are smart enough to know that because we won doesn't mean anything. But I think it does help that in a return game, there's no doubt it's a mental edge to the team that lost the game before.
Nick, St. John's had 7 guys in their rotation when you saw them in Cincinnati. They're going to be 6 guys from now on. Is that something that's going to be a weakness that gets attacked in this league?
Absolutely. And they're shorthanded. And they're also playing with all first-year players. You're talking to a guy that had to rebuild the Titanic and played out man. It's not a good feeling, And I think I commend their coaching staff for trying to stay positive. And their kids have battled all year. You know, I don't care how many times you see guys on TV or somebody's got a big name. I mean, they got two great freshmen. They're still freshmen. One of the guys they picked up in the middle of the year. You know, they got to just stay positive, which they already know, and do what they're doing. You know, I think their coaches are doing as well as they can. To me, any win they get in the Big East is gravy. This year, you can't play with all first-year players. It's just completely unrealistic.
On the other hand, you played a lot of guys tonight. You talked about that the other day, when you're 10 deep. Are you happy with the way that you have?
Yeah, I thought, you know, with Justin getting hurt, it gave Jermaine more minutes. And plus, I thought Jermaine he's our best passer against the zone, so we had prepared to play him a lot against the zone. You know, and then our freshman guards trying to get their confidence back, get them going more. Because, you know, we're a team that I don't believe we can reach our full potential without, you know, the rest of those guys playing.
That's a good minutes from Shaq, too.
Shaq's second half's the best he's played all year. I mean, you know, it's just like Syracuse. You know, you play zone and you got a guy in the middle's blocking every shot. It makes you look real smart as a coach. People say, well, your defense is great. You got a guy standing there blocking every shot they take. It's great coaching. He played great.
Sorry,
Right.
Coach. Anything
Okay.
else?
I want to go. I'm in New York. I'm out here all the time. I'm trying to get some time.
Thank you.